going on, ladies and gentlemen of the internet? Welcome back to the MOVIEVERSE review podcast show thing where we talk about movies that we have recently seen. Today we're doing 22 Jump Street. We're getting white boy wasted. My name is Jacoby, the Habitual Pixel of youtube.com/habitualpixels. This is my good friend Big Nasty Productions of Big Nasty Films, youtube.com/Big Nasty Films if you want to check it out. We're going to talk about movies today. A really dumb one in particular. 22 Jump Street, starring Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill.
It's not exactly a deep plot to this film.
This fucking movie, I don't know whether to love it or hate it. I really am torn. So many things I do love, and so many things. So many things were just like, I believe the term is pants on head retarded.
Pants on? I have never heard that before.
It's a good one, and a lot of this film is kind of like that. But I had a blast watching it. I don't think I gained anything from it, but I definitely didn't lose anything from it. Where do you even want to start? 22 Jump Street, the sequel that could.
Well, I guess you could sort of explain what the, plot is.
The same.
There you go.
21 Jump Street is the same, and they make this is one of the most self-aware movies and self-aware sequels I've ever seen, and it's rather humorous.
Yeah, I will give you that all the parts where they note about, how most sequels suck, and the fact that just do the same thing. Yeah. Just do the exact same thing.
And they try to do stuff differently, just like, no man, that's not gonna work.
No, do the same thing.
This movie is hyper self-aware, and it's it's fun. That makes it that makes a lot of the shit tolerable, because they're like, I know I'm full of shit, I'm full of shit. Let's just have a good time and watch these two borderline homosexual lovers just have a great time. Buddy cop meets dumb. Buddy cop meets super bad. I don't even know, something along those lines.
It was funny. I'll give you that. It's supposed to be funny. It's a comedy, right? So it's supposed to make people laugh, and it does what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, well,
it is funny at parts. I mean, it is probably one of the most dumb comedies. Like, probably worse than most of the other ones.
Oh, it's up there for sure.
21 Jump Street was good just because it was so much different than what the show was, and it was kind of funny to see how Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum played off each other. Where this one, I guess, was, I don't know. It was just a little over the top. It's like Anchorman 2 as opposed to Anchorman.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't think it was. I think this was a better sequel if we're just talking sequels. But that's which.
That's neither here nor there.
We're arguing about which turd is the
semantics,
shiniest, I guess. Yeah, which turd is the shiniest? I think this turd is shinier than Anchorman 2, personally.
Okay.
But I think. And I will say, this comedy kicks the shit out of a lot of stuff that like Adam Sandler is doing.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
And even some recent Judd Apatow stuff, like Funny People, and what was that other one that didn't do so well?
This is 40.
Yeah, that one.
Is it 40? Yeah, This is 40. Something
like that. It's like this is definitely a fresher, funnier face of comedy right now, and I will give them that.
It's a different style. It's almost just. It seems almost just slapped together. I wish the Tenacious D Pick of Destiny came out now, because if something like this can do well, I feel like that would have done way better.
Oh yeah, I agree with you for sure. That's the thing. Like, if this can do well, like what are the rules of Hollywood?
What are the limits for a stupid comedy?
I don't know. There's a lot dumber comedies that work a lot.
Hot Rod.
Yeah, Hot Rod, I would argue.
I love Hot Rod.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It has its moments.
It's hilarious.
But I will say the chemistry between these two idiots is, like, pretty solid. I'd say it's, like, up there with, like, Lethal
I guess I shouldn't say love Hot Rod.
Lethal Weapon-style duos. Like, I really like these two guys together.
Really? You put this under with Lethal Weapon-style duos. Is that what you just said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's not a better movie than Lethal Weapon. I just like these two guys together.
I think these guys together are just as good as Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci. Like, oh my god!
Hey, no. You don't put words in my mouth.
I'm just saying.
That's fucking apples and oranges, my friend.
Apples and oranges. I don't know.
No, that's more like apples and fucking kumquats or prunes, something like that. Anyway. Oh,
Uh,
we're getting out of hand.
well, the movie's ridiculous, so this episode of
Yeah,
Movieverse should just be just as ridiculous.
I
You know what I mean?
suppose.
We might as well.
I guess. they they brought everything we loved or didn't love, or everything that was in, I should say, 21 Jump Street back and like doubled it. They ratcheted the homosexual tension between Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill up to 11. And, you know, Channing and this other handsome football McGee. That was a strange subplot.
Yeah.
They ratcheted up the car chases, the pointless destruction, the improv style, you know, I don't know, face palm comedy. I kind of like to call it. Like it's
Facepalm.
it's like like you feel embarrassed watching this on screen, so you're just like, oh, God, what are you doing? So yeah, face palm comedy is what I
see
like
what
to
you're
call
saying.
it.
Yeah, because I found myself doing that throughout most of the movie as well.
Sometimes you look away because you just don't want to see Jonah Hill continue to do what he's doing, even though it's funny. But
I didn't think it was hilarious though, the massive amount of reference to shooting dicks.
yeah, I was gonna say this movie does get off without making any like shit or fart jokes, really. But
Yeah,
but
that's a good point.
but the dick and homosexual jokes are just through the roof. Like just he's doing that over and over again for no reason.
Yeah. Well, because he hits a ceiling.
Yeah,
and then
you gotta
burst
break
through
through
a ceiling, then another ceiling, then another ceiling. That's how you get through life, man.
Yeah,
It's lessons. These are lessons you learn.
This movie is packed full of cringeworthy dialogue, just start to finish. And I don't mean cringeworthy necessarily in a bad way. I just mean like, what are you even saying? What are you doing? Why do people do this?
And there are a lot of. I'll give it that the dialogue is in a way almost moronically brilliant.
That's a good way of putting it. Yeah.
There's little subversive points in it where a lot of the dialogue is absolutely hilarious. Like for instance, when Channing Tatum is jumping over on the truck and tearing up or whatever, and the guy driving it's just like, oh, it's the fucking Terminator or whatever on the top. I thought that was one of the funnier parts.
There's lots of little like one-liners that sneak in there. You're just like, that's funny. Like,
and the stuff with the girl, I don't know her name, the blonde.
Yeah, let's.
She was absolutely hilarious. One of the highlights of the film, or highlights of the movie, if you ask me.
Her name is Jillian Bell.
Jillian Bell.
I like her.
Jillian Bell
a
is
lot.
hilarious.
She is probably the best actress, whatever, in this movie.
And
just
the
because
parts between her and Jonah Hill are awesome.
Yeah, Workaholics. That's where I knew her from. She's
okay.
She's a main character on Workaholics. I knew I recognized her, and she's been in Bridesmaids and a few other things here and there. She's fucking hilarious though. Like her just style of dry comedy, like just constantly calling Jonah Hill old. Like, she was hilarious. I like her a lot, and I hope to see more of her. I thought Ice Cube fucking killed it this time around. He did a better job acting than I've seen him do in a while.
Yeah, easily one of the funniest points of the movie was when when Ice Cube found out that Jonah Hill had been banging his daughter.
Yeah,
and that he actually gave him props.
That they actually managed to keep that a surprise for the most part.
That was good. I like that. That was
and
funny.
It was a pretty funny twist. I will give him that, especially the part where
Channing Tatum,
he just loses it. He's just like, you fucking banged
Wait. It takes him about 30 seconds. After the office.
Yeah.
Then, ding, and then he goes. Oh.
Oh yeah, that was
awesome.
Great. I also love the part is just like, "Are you wearing Kevlar?" And it cuts to Ice Cube. He's just holding a Glock while he's like doing a normal police meeting. I guess that
debriefing or briefing, if you will.
Yes, that's what it's called. In that sick ass office they had for no reason that they even commented on how expensive and wasteful it was. But Ice Cube's daughter, who is that? Her name is Amber Stevens. I haven't seen a lot of her. Oh, she was in the Amazing Spider-Man, the first one. And I don't remember her in that at all. When she was in Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. There you go.
Yeah.
But she is she's
funny that you mentioned that, considering Jonah Hill also mentions it in 22 Jump Street.
He does when he drifts his Lambo into a... Life's not all about getting that Lambo, kids. Sometimes you gotta let the Lambo go. But
unfortunately.
the girl's name is Amber, or sorry, the actress's name is Amber Stevens, and she is gorgeous. I thought she was just not the greatest actress, but fuck,
She was so pretty.
she was a pretty lady. And the whole dynamic with like Ice Cube being her dad, that shouldn't have worked, but it did work.
Oh, that was hilarious.
it was pretty funny over and over again. So props to that.
Ice Cube did
Um,
an awesome job. Even at where are they at some sort of dinner, he starts freaking out and throwing all the serving
yeah,
trays,
I
all
forgot about
the
that too.
chafing dishes, just smashing them over. He's like, "What the fuck's this?" Bam, just
He's just
smashes it.
breaking chicken legs and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. Ice Cube did a good job.
Yeah, he stepped it up.
And those like half black, half Chinese twins from across the hall. They're actually
Those guys are hilarious.
yeah, they are. They're actually brothers. They're real
Yeah, well,
brothers. Not
no,
just one
obviously.
person. Well, sometimes
Oh,
one
not
person
they'll
plays
be the
both.
same person. Yeah,
Sometimes one person plays both, but
like on the following, the crazy creepy twins.
mhm.
They're actually one guy,
Yeah, and
which is awesome because they were super
Winklevoss
creepy.
twins and Social Network were the same thing. That just seems like a pain in the ass to film. Why not get real twins and get them? They just look stoned the entire movie. Keith and Kenny. Good times. Nick Offerman's back in his little minor role, but still did a great job.
Yeah, it was still funny.
I will watch Nick Offerman in anything he's in until the day he dies. Like he is.
Especially the little clip near the end where he even says, he's like, "Oh, we apprehended, blah, blah, blah," and it was the exact same. The exact same.
Nick Offerman is the most aware person in this whole movie. He's just like, they want the same shit again. We're just gonna do it again. It was good. And who plays that probably definitely gay football player?
Probably definitely gay.
Wyatt Russell plays Zook, the Channing Tatum's BFF.
Bazooka.
Bazooka.
Bazooka
And
Joe, yo.
yeah, he's literally just credited as Zook. That's how you know.
Awesome.
That's how you know he's an important character. Yes. He was okay. Definitely some cringe-worthy moments between him and him and Channing Tatum here and there. It was like that Q-tip sandwich scene.
Yeah, that was
Like,
just, hey, we had a meet cute. It's a meet cute. We just had a meet cute.
what the hell was? That's what I mean. That's facepalm comedy right there. It's just like,
Uh,
what am I even? What are these people? Oh my god! And there was fair amount of other cameos sprinkled in there. Oh yeah, I guess Peter. How do you pronounce this guy? Peter Stormare, the villain, if you will, the guy who's been the villain in exactly 3,000 movies. You know who I'm talking about?
oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about. He's the devil in Constantine.
Yeah, Peter Stormare, I
uh,
think is how you pronounce it. He's in Big Lebowski, Bad Boys 2, Armageddon,
I'm
Fargo.
on your side. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
He's in Weeds. He's in
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
Prison Break. He's in Command and Conquer, the video game.
What? Awesome.
Yeah, Tim and Eric, awesome show, great job. Animorphs, Switch, Orgies in the Meaning of Life. He's been in a fuck of a lot of movies. And he stops by for this one too, and he's all right. He looks like he's having fun.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's pretty much the run of the cast. Is there anyone we forgot? It's clearly all about Jonah and Channing, but.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
Well, I'm gonna sing this movie's praise for a minute here, just by saying it is hilarious.
Huh?
It is so fucking funny to me that these guys can get. This is directed by two people. That these guys can just get away, but with doing movies like this and like existing inside the Hollywood system and using Hollywood money, because apparently the budget was 50 mil for this fucking thing, and
That
they're,
is insane.
they're making like college film like.
Yeah, that's pretty
They're
crazy.
making
Man.
film student level films just on a bigger budget with better actors, and it's hilarious that they get away with it. That doesn't mean they're going to be, maybe this will pave the way that these guys will grow into like the next great director duo. Maybe, because their previous work is actually pretty impressive. I can just pull it up. Where the hell did it go? Phil Lord. Yeah, Lego Movie, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, and 21 Jump Street is what they've directed before.
So they're all pretty goofy.
Oh yeah, they're just
Yeah.
goofy on top of goofy, and they also wrote and created, I guess, Clone High, the TV show from the early 2000s
Awesome show.
that I was very fond of. And if you have never seen it, there's only one, I think only one season of it.
Yeah.
Look that up on YouTube
Awesome
or something. It's a great show, and it's
gay foster dads.
and not, yeah, exactly. And not enough people know about that show. So I like these guys. I'm not saying their work is changing lives, because it's not, and I don't think they're going to be winning.
I don't know. Clone High, I think, might have changed my life.
Yeah, Clone High was a damn fine show, but I don't think they're going to get their Oscar soon. They got a ways to go. But the fact that these guys can do what they do, and they I don't know, they're doing this Apatow meets SNL, not even SNL, what's the word I'm looking for? College humor, I guess. Is that a
sketch comedy?
Yeah, sketch comedy kind of thing. They're making their own weird hybrid of crude comedy, and I like them for that. So kudos to that. That's me singing the praise of 22 Jump Street.
Well, even like I said before, it's still enjoyable. It's still pretty funny. It does its job as a comedy. It makes you laugh. It is absolutely nothing to bear when it comes to, actual intelligent thought or depth in the plot or story or characters. But still,
if you want that, there's plenty of.
If you just want to laugh stupidly in, I suggest you, do something to make it even funnier. But it's one of those movies.
Yeah, this is a. If you really like to laugh, go see it in a theater. If you want to wait for it.
If you really like to laugh.
Yeah, if you want to wait for it to hit Netflix, so you can enjoy it in the comfort of your own home, if you know what I'm saying, that would be probably more appropriate than going to the theater. But I was laughing. It's definitely in the caliber of super bad Ted level comedies. Will we be talking about them for decades, Caddyshack or whatever?
Oh no, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that Ted is anything like this. Ted was better than this.
Ted was better than this. Superbad.
Far better than this. Superbad's far better than this.
Far better? It's better.
Far better. Far better.
Okay. Well, the other one that appeared in the similar movies is We're the Millers. This is funnier than We're the Millers, in my opinion.
Yeah, maybe.
Jennifer Aniston is hot though, so gotta balance them scales. Yeah, I don't know what else. What else can we say about 22 Jump Street? It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's really hard to talk about something like this because it's such a
The thing is, they wouldn't get away with all this dumb shit if it wasn't 9 times out of 10 if it wasn't actually pretty funny.
Like the new age slapstick type of thing.
Because a lot of this movie is ridiculous.
Mind you, some of the action scenes are cool.
Yeah, they try more than your average movie when it comes to the fake action scenes.
I thought it's hilarious how Jonah Hill tries to redeem himself by saving Channing Tatum and taking the bullet for his partner, but instead Channing Tatum ends up getting shot for a second time. That to me is absolutely hilarious. So look at that, right into the light. Look.
Step into the light, baby. Yeah. Anyways. This is like we said, pants on head retarded, but it's a damn good time. I don't know. Is there anything else to say? It's not like we could dive into the musical score or the cinematography.
Well, yeah, we could talk about the score.
Sure.
If you're a fan of what do you even if you're a fan of noise, I suppose. Well, what do you call that? What is that called? What genre is turned down for what?
The blanket term is EDM, electronic dance music.
Seriously? That's what it's called?
Yeah, that's like a blanket term. There's techno and dubstep and trip hop and all these weird things.
All right, if you like that new age Edom, I'm gonna call it Edom.
Edom.
Just because Edom. There we go.
The Wi-Fi.
Yeah, exactly. If you like that, then I suppose you'd like the score for this movie. It's pretty much everything you hear when you go to the local club where the girls don't wear enough in winter and.
Yep, it's a lot of Little John and Steve Aoki and shit like that. That music serves a purpose. I call it party noise. That's what I call it.
Yeah.
Party noise. And that's pretty much the only thing in this movie. There is the 21 Jump Street theme, which is kind of similar. Off topic, but I love how this movie started with a previously on 21 Jump Street.
Yeah, that was pretty hilarious. And
Not
then at
enough.
the end, how it goes into, what is it? It goes into like 29 Jump Street or something like
Yeah,
that.
30 Jump Street, something like that. They set themselves up for about a bajillion more sequels, kind of jokingly, and kind of not jokingly too, because you could actually picture these idiots in each and every one of those scenarios and be like, okay,
Traffic school.
traffic school, military school, doctor school. It's just like doctor and veterinary school. I don't want to see those two people in charge of, living things. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That pretty much sums up what I'm feeling about this film. This is it's fun. See it at home, drink beers, and see it with friends. Maybe.
Yeah. Now, if we're gonna give it a rating at all, I mean, what would you give it?
I initially gave it a 7.5 last night, but after consideration, I'm gonna have to lower that to a 7.
Thank you. I'm gonna have to go ahead and agree with you, and I'll give it a 7 as well.
Mm-hmm. This is a solid 7. I was really laughing a lot while I was watching it, but on retrospect, I'm like, yeah, that was a dumb old pile of poop. It was just happened to be a pretty good dumb old pile of poop.
Just a funny one, at least.
Mm-hmm. This is a funny movie. I'm excited to see where these two directors.
If you like stupid comedy.
Yeah, I'd like to see where these two directors go with their career, because Lego Movie, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, and then the 21 Jump Street series, like, that's a pretty interesting array of movies. What are they gonna do next? That's kind of weird.
And both the animated ones that you've mentioned are pretty funny.
Mm-hmm. They didn't do the second Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, but they did the first one, which I think
That's good, because the first one is far better.
Mm-hmm. And the Lego Movie is actually, I thought, was awesome. It was a little bit.
Yeah, I've heard it's hilarious.
It's a little bit Magoo as well, but for a movie about fucking blocks, they made it work. So
I just want to see Lego Batman in it.
Mm-hmm. Lego Batman's like a main character.
That's awesome.
But, yeah, 7 out of 10 from me. 7 out of 10 from Big Nasty here. That's pretty much gonna wrap it up. Go see 22 Jump Street if you're looking to get your bromance on.
Yeah, bromance.
There's a lot of bromance.
It's a very bromantic film.
It is a very bromantic film. I have a theory that if they do a 23 Jump Street, they're not going to get out of like just a sex scene. Like Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum probably going to have to start banging for 23 Jump Street.
Awful.
Oh yeah,
Awful.
no one would go see it, but like their bromance is like pushing the limits of bromance. So what's next? I think full on devotion to one another.
Well, they could do it in art school. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Oh man. All right, that's all for this episode of Movieverse. Thank you for joining us. My name is Jacoby, the Habitual Pixel. Links to channels and stuff, including Big Nasty Films here, my guest. Links to his stuff as well. Click the things and like the stuff, and we'll see you guys next time.
Double wave. Yeah.